So in this video, I want to talk about Tesla stock. I want to talk about the current valuation, why it's not that expensive, and I want to talk about some of the growth catalysts that are coming in the next few months and years. If you're a Tesla shareholder or you're just thinking about picking up some shares, then this is a video for you to watch. As always, smash the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's get cracking straight into it. Okay, so now let's talk about the valuation. First, we're going to look at the stock price and the market cap. So you can see here Tesla currently has a market cap of 367.8 billion. The stock has seen a bit of a dip recently, all the way from about 463 down to 388 now as I record this video. So in my book, anything below 400 is a great price to get in at. So let me explain why. If we go over here to their Q3 financial results, and let's just take a look at the free cash flow. You can see here free cash flow for Q3 of this year was 1.4 billion, up 276% year over year. At 1.4 billion free cash flow in Q3, that's a run rate of 5.6 billion. And at the current market cap, that gives us an earnings yield of about 1.5%. Now that might not sound like a lot, but when you put it in comparison to what you'll get by putting your money in a 10-year treasury, that's actually pretty cheap. And add on top of that the massive growth catalyst that this company has ahead of it, and the fact that it's consistently grown at 50% over the past number of years. And I would say that that's not a bad price at all. And let's just come back and look at that number again. 276% free cash flow growth year over year. Like, that's just unbelievable. This company is a stand-up 10 out of 10 in my opinion, and it warrants just continuously cost dollar averaging into the stock. But when it's below 400, it gets really exciting. But now let's talk about some of the amazing news that's come out over the past couple of months that's made me even more bullish on this company. Firstly, we have to talk about Battery Day. So on Battery Day, Tesla revealed a strategy that's currently being executed to increase the range of its batteries by 54%. On top of that, we're going to see a cost reduction per kilowatt hour of 56% and a capex reduction per gigawatt hour of 69%. Okay, that 69% number now, I would have a little bit of doubts over the accuracy of that. It's probably 71% or 66%, but no Elon, you have to round up or down and just give us that number. You've got to love that man's sense of humour. But to put these figures in perspective, Tesla's range is already leagues ahead of its competitors. Look at this picture here from Inside EVs. There's something like 27 different cars here, and like all of the top, like 10 of them are all Teslas. Not only are they already killing it in terms of range, but they're already killing it in terms of price as well. So add on to this now a 54% increase in range and a 56% reduction in cost. And how on earth are any of their competitors going to stand a chance against them? Sorry, there was too much clanging going on in the kitchen, so I had to close the door. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, so imagine when they actually roll out the improvements of Battery Day. Like, the thought of buying any other EV other than a Tesla is going to be literally laughable. All these other car companies are literally taking one step forward, while Tesla takes 5 or 6. The lead is just growing and growing, and it's becoming insurmountable. If you're like me and you believe that EVs are going to overtake ICE cars, which I think is a no-brainer at this stage, if you don't believe that, I think you've got to recheck your head. Well, knowing that and knowing just how far ahead Tesla are in terms of the EV market, it's a no-brainer that they're literally going to dominate the whole entire car industry. So that's just one of the major catalysts that the company has going on for it. But the other thing that I think is really significant from Battery Day is the advancement in battery technology in terms of sustainable energy. So I mean, I believe that the future is going to be renewable energies powered from most likely solar and wind, and we need batteries to harness that energy. Who has the best battery technology? Tesla. Who's developing a solar roof that we've seen a really strong uptick in sales last quarter? It doesn't take a genius to figure out that the convergence of these two technologies is going to make Tesla a leading player in the energy market in the future. We always had this in the back of our heads as a possibility, but I really think we're going to see it play out now after Battery Day and after Q3 results. So not only are Tesla on track to dominate the auto industry, I think they have a good chance of dominating the energy industry, which is a far bigger industry than the auto industry. Now go back to your free cash flow yield of 1.5% and add on to that these massive growth catalysts, the auto industry and the energy industry. 50% growth rate, 276% free cash flow growth, and tell me that this company is expensive. It's really, really not. The other unbelievable news that came out recently was Tesla's release of FSD Beta. To read this quote here, it's crazy, it's scary, and it's unbelievably good. So FSD Beta was released to a few select individuals for testing, but we've been hearing nuggets of information from social media on just how bloody good this thing is. Essentially, these people get into their car, they enter in their destination, and the car takes them to the destination no matter where the destination is. Now, of course, the drivers need to take back control at various intervals because this is a beta release, but the fact that it's actually taking you from A to B, regardless of where you live and where you're located, I think is absolutely profound and proves just how far Tesla actually are in terms of developing full self-driving. Like, up to this point, all we had is Navigate with Autopilot, and we know that it's very good, but it's not exactly a full self-driving package. And in the back of our minds, we've been expecting something big from Tesla on this because we know that they've been scheming on this for the last 4 years. But as an investor, it gives me so much comfort now to hear this feedback from social media on FSD Beta on just how far along this company is. With FSD, there is a long road ahead, but in my view, Tesla have proven now that they're capable of doing this, and I think the future becomes more and more inevitable. I mean, this piece of software is literally driving you from A to B. It's stopping at stoplights, it's taking turns, it's reading intersections, it's doing everything that it's supposed to do. Yes, okay, it's a beta, it does need a lot of interventions, but Tesla are going to work through this. I'm absolutely certain that they are going to be the leader in this space if we can track. So guys, to close this video, to reiterate, Tesla stock, in my opinion, is currently cheap, and I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm going to be buying more shares throughout November. I've shown you how you get a free cash flow yield of 1.5% on a company that's growing at over 50%. On top of this, the catalysts for the future are absolutely incredible. We just had Battery Day, which proved that uncategorically Tesla is ahead of all its competition, and it's game set match in terms of EVs. On top of this, we have the huge implications from Battery Day around the future energy market and how Tesla have a good chance of dominating that market. After all, it's going to be all based on battery tech, and Tesla is the leader in that area. Finally then, we had the release of FSD Beta, which proves again that Tesla is on track to do what so many people said was absolutely impossible, and that is to solve the problem of autonomous driving. And when they do that, the market that's going to open up for Tesla is going to be unbelievably huge, and the current stock price is going to seem ridiculously cheap in hindsight. So guys, let me know down in the comments below what you think of the current price of Tesla shares and if you're going to be buying more or not. Also, if you got value from this video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel for more investing content just like this. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.